Hello students, welcome to another chapter which is chapter 5. In this chapter we are going to learn about waste disposal. And here we are going to start to study about waste. Maybe you can be asking yourself, what is waste? So waste is unwanted materials or substances that are left after you have used something. Also, waste materials or substances are unwanted because the good part of them has been removed or it is not used. And here are some examples of different types of waste. According to physical state, waste can be classified as. So there are 4 types of wastes: solid wastes, sludge wastes, liquid wastes, and gaseous wastes. As we start with solid wastes, is hard waste material which comprises of about 73% of the solid wastes. Example of solid wastes include household solid wastes, such as vegetable, fruits, and garden wastes, papers, cans, plastics, bread roll papers, broken glassware, batteries from watches, radio, mobile phones, and etc., and jacked automobiles. Also, solid waste can be classified by different categories, like household waste, medical or hospital solid waste, and industrial solid wastes. And here we have examples of solid wastes. Also, solid wastes can be classified in different categories. For example, household waste, medical solid waste, and industrial solid waste. Again, we have sludge wastes. These are semi-solid wastes, example, waste which are either solids or liquids. For example, a mixture of livestock urine and cow dung. Another one is liquid wastes. These are the wastes which are in the form of liquid or water materials. They contain less than 25% solid substance. Example of liquid wastes include water from sink, wash basin, and baths, urine, industrial effluent, oil spills, and agriculture chemicals. Example, insecticides and pesticides. So as we see here, we have an examples of liquid wastes. Last but not least, we have gaseous wastes. Gaseous wastes, these are waste materials which are released into the atmosphere in gaseous state. Examples of gaseous wastes are carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide. Also, most of the dangerous wastes come from industry and automobile exhaust fumes. In the laboratories, and burning of organic materials such as plastics and polythene bags. Wastes can also be classified as hazard wastes and non-hazard wastes, recyclable wastes and non-recyclable wastes, biodegradable wastes and non-biodegradable wastes. By starting with hazard wastes. Hazard wastes, these are harmful wastes which can endanger the health of living organisms. For instance, hazard wastes include paints, engine oil, car batteries, used cylinders, and heavy material, example, lead and mercury. Also, we have non-hazard wastes. Non-hazard wastes These are wastes which are not harmful in that they do not endanger the health of living organisms. Examples of such wastes include packing materials, papers, plastics, cans, water from wash basin, bath, and etc. Again, we have recycled wastes. Recycled wastes, these are the wastes which can be used to manufacture new products. These used materials are recycled instead of being thrown away. Examples of waste materials which can be recycled include metals, grasses, papers, cow dung, beer bottles, and plastic bags. Now, as you see here, we have different materials for recycling. Again, we have non-recycled wastes. These are the wastes which cannot be used to manufacture new products and cannot be used again. Example, salt, papers, and cotton wool. As we see here, we have an examples of non-recycled wastes. Also, we have biodegradable wastes. These refer to organic materials or substances that cannot break down and composed by natural biological processes. These materials are typically delivered from living organisms and can be degraded by microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, and etc. The process of decomposition carries out by various organisms helps turn the organic matter to the environment, enriching the soil and supporting ecosystems. The following are the examples of biodegradable waste in biology include food waste, yard waste, and paper products. Also, we have non-biodegradable wastes. These are the materials or substances that do not decompose or break down readily through natural biological processes. Non-biodegradable wastes tend to persist in the environment for extended periods and can lead to environmental pollution and ecological issues. The following are the examples of non-biodegradable waste include plastics, electronic waste, and metals. As we see here, we have main sources of waste. Above all, let's now see about the waste disposal. Waste disposal refers to the process of managing and getting rid of waste materials in a safe, environmentally responsible, and social acceptable manner. Here we have basic key principle of waste disposal. Number 1, reuse. Instead of throwing the waste away, they can be reused. Repurpose or repair things to extend their lifespan. Number 2, recycle. Some waste can be changed to other usable products, materials like paper, glass, plastic, and metal. This involves turning waste into new products, reducing the need for raw materials. Number 3, reduce. This is act of minimizing the amount of wastes produced. Avoid unnecessary packing, use reusable items, and buy products with less packing. So now let us see the methods of waste disposal. There are many ways of disposing waste. The following are the major ones. The method number 1 is burying. Some forms of waste can be buried in the ground. Burying can take the following forms. Pit latrine. Pit latrine is made by digging a hole in the ground, a wooden or concentrate platform. For instance, here we have an example of pit latrine. Also, a landfill is site for dispose of wastes by burying them under the ground. These are two types of landfill. A. An open hole in the ground where wastes is dumped and later buried. B. A senatorial landfill structure built into the ground where wastes is insulated from the environment using clay or plastic liner. For instance, here we have a senatorial landfill structure. Again, we have incineration. This is the process by burying materials until they are completely destroyed to ashes. Incineration is usually done for hazardous materials like healthcare wastes. Remember, it is important to wear protective clothing like mask, gloves, and gumboots to avoid contamination of hazards during installation. As we see here, we have an example of installation. So now, let us see about recycling. Recycling is a process of reusing the materials instead of throwing them away. The waste products are used to manufacture the same or different products, which a hole over the pit is built so that people can use the latrine safely. Again, we have compositing. It's the process of making manure by biodegradable organic wastes to composting, digging a hole, and throw in organic wastes produced by domestically or commercial. Example of biodegradable wastes include branches of trees, grasses, leaves, and some kitchen wastes. And after a few weeks, it decomposes to manure. Non-biodegradable material do not decompose to manure, therefore, they should be handled properly. The following are the effects of poor waste disposal. Poor waste disposal practice can have a wide range of detrimental effects on the environment. Number 1, environmental population. Inadequate waste disposal can lead to the contamination of air, soil, and water with pollutants, including toxic chemicals, heavy materials, and hazardous materials. Number 2, air pollution. Improper insulation and open burying of waste can release harmful gases and particulate matters into the air, contributing to poor air quality and respiratory issues for animals and humans. Number 3, soil contamination. Dumping or burying wastes inappropriately can contaminate the soil with hazardous substances, affecting the quality of agricultural land and posing risk to plants. Number 4, water pollution. Poor waste disposal practice can lead to the contamination of water bodies such as rivers, lakes, and groundwater with harmful chemicals and pathogens. And this can impact aquatic ecosystems and the ability of safe drinking water. Number 5, health risks. The presence of waste, especially hazardous or medical waste, inappropriately disposed of in open areas or near communities can lead to the spread of diseases. Number 6, loss of biodiversity. Population and habitat disruption due to waste can lead to the decline or loss of certain plants and animal species in affected areas. The following are the ways of reducing wastes. Reducing waste is an important part of responsible environmental stewardship.